Alright, sometimes when we do division of polynomials, there's a remainder. And if that happens, we need to write the answer in this format: quotient plus remainder over divisor, which is very much the same way we do it when we divide whole numbers. If we divided the whole number 27 divided by, let's say, 4. If we did this using long division, we would say 4 divides into 27 6 times. And then we multiply 6 times 4 is 24. And then we subtract, and we get 3. Well, 4 doesn't go into 3, so 3 is the remainder. So we would write this out as 6 3/4, which you would have even done that. You wouldn't have used long division, I know that. You would have just said, here's an improper fraction, let's change it to a mixed number, and that's the method we do. So 6 times 4 is 24, plus 3 is 27. Surely that's the same thing. And that's the quotient, the result of our division, plus, there's an implied plus sign in between here, the whole number part and the fraction part. So the quotient plus the remainder, 3 divided by or over the divisor. So that's the format we're going to use here. We're going to take x plus 4 and do long division, divide that into x squared minus 2x plus 3. Now remember what we do. We start with the first term here and divide it into the first term here. So in other words, we take x squared and we divide it by x. The result is x. And we place that right on top of the x squared. And then we multiply that x times x plus 4. So x times x is x squared. X times 4 is plus 4x. And then we're going to subtract. Right? So we're subtracting this polynomial minus this polynomial. And since I'm subtracting this polynomial, I got to put parentheses around it. It's the whole thing's being subtracted. And with parentheses and a negative in front, we have to carry the negative all the way through. So that's going to change. That was a plus x squared. Now it's a minus x squared. That was a plus 4x. Now it's going to be a minus 4x. And now I combine the like terms. X squared minus x squared, it's gone, cancels out. Negative 2x minus 4x is negative 6x. Bring down that plus 3. And we begin the process again. We take this first term here, x, divided into negative 6x. Now that looks like this, negative 6x divided by x. Well, the x is canceled, so the result is negative 6. So we're going to take that negative 6, watching the sign, right? Negative 6, place it right up there above the division bar. And then we're going to multiply that negative 6 times x plus 4. Negative 6 times x is negative 6x. Negative 6 times a positive 4 is a negative 24. And we subtract again. So again, put the parentheses around that one with a minus in front to indicate subtracting the whole binomial. And then we carry the negative sign through, which makes this a plus and this one plus. They were both negatives, now they're both positives. Combine the like terms. Negative 6x plus 6x cancels. Plus 3 and plus 24 is a plus 27. Now we can't divide x into 27, so that's the remainder. So the quotient, remember the quotient is the result you got when you divided. That's the x minus 6, and the remainder is 27. So the answer then is going to be x minus 6 plus the remainder, 27, divided by the divisor. In the original, the divisor was x plus 4. So here's the answer. Now to check that answer, we just have to multiply the quotient, the x minus 6 times the x plus 4, and then add on the remainder. So in other words, we would do this to check. We take the x plus 4 times the x minus 6. Do that first. And when you FOIL this, well, x times x is x squared minus 6x. This is plus 4x. And then this times this is a minus 24. And then we're going to combine those terms in the middle to get x squared minus 2x minus 24. Now, we now add on the remainder. The remainder was a positive 27. So plus 27, because that's the remainder, And when we combine these constants, we get x squared minus 2x plus 3, which was the original polynomial that we were dividing into. It was the original dividend. So we got that back. That means that our answer is correct.